Wow. Where do I want to begin? It's an eclectic background, but it's more a function of ADHD, attention deficit disorder with hyperactivity. But I'm a former paramedic back in the 70s. Got my silver and then my gold shield. Really liked riding Code 3. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Always been an athlete, but I decided to serve my country because I grew up in a military family. I'm an Air Force brat. So I went ahead and joined the United States Navy, became a naval aviator, Navy pilot. I did that for a while, flew fixed wing and rotary, and did anti-submarine and search and rescue. My father and I always wanted to do something professionally, so I got out of the service. Bad move, frankly, but got my first master's degree and my license in counseling, psychology, human development. Did a little work with my father, decided that I couldn't do that very much because, again, it was the civilian world. And so I went back and got a second master's degree in exercise physiology. Ultimately got my doctorate in exercise physiology, and well, I've been here ever since. Without patting myself on the back, I'm old enough that I was part of the development of this program. I've been around at UCF since the era of physical education, PE. Back in the old days of coach rolling out a ball and blowing a whistle. Then I saw it morphed. It went into health, and then it went into health and fitness, and then it went into sport and exercise science, and then it went into kinesiology. So it's just been an evolution as we become much more science-oriented. Well, about 25 years. I started as an adjunct, just teaching a course of personal fitness, I believe it was, way back. And then I became a visiting instructor, and then I was an instructor for many years, but this is back in the day before UCF adopted the international model of differentiating between a lecturer and an instructor. Since then, I've been promoted. I'm now at the top of my game. I'm a senior lecturer, and I've got nowhere else to go. I'm at the top of it. You know, I think about this, and I get challenged on this quite a bit. My first major in college back at Florida State was theater. So I was a theater major. I always wanted to perform. I always wanted to be on stage. And that is until I met theater majors. And then I decided, no, we're worlds apart. So when you reflect on it now, I'm the sage on the stage. I'm in front of classes now of 100 plus every single day. And so I am on stage, so I am acting. That's one of the things that I enjoy most. But even more than that, I think the thing that really gets me jazzed is when I look at the students' eyes, because I walk all over the lecture halls. I'm never behind a lectern. Students will tell you that. And when I look in their eyes and I see the light go on, that means everything. It's just going, you made the connection, haven't you? Yeah, okay. And that's rewarding. Well, I've taught every class in the curriculum at one time or another. I used to be the graduate program coordinator, so I taught every graduate course. I've taught every one of the undergraduate courses as well. Currently, I teach 3 of the courses that I wrote, that I authored, that I constructed from ground zero. First is Current Issues and Trends, which is it's kind of a mixed course where I pull some of the hot topics in research and we discuss them in class. The other one is motivational aspects of sport and exercise, and this makes use of my license because I'm a licensed psychotherapist. So I'm the only licensed person on the faculty, but it gives me an opportunity to put one foot in psychology and the other foot in physiology and make the connection, because that class is the only course in sports psychology that the students are exposed to in the kinesiology program. And finally, I teach the capstone course, and that's a transition course between graduation from the undergraduate program here and whatever the dickens they're going to be doing afterwards. I wrote that after going to several graduations and seeing the students and asking them, "So, Sparky, what are you going to do now?" And they didn't have an answer. And that's unsat. After 4 years in the university and they still haven't got a clue, this is what the capstone does. So I teach those 3 classes regularly. I don't know if it would be interesting. I'm a senior martial artist. I'm a black belt instructor, referee, examiner. Yeah, faculty and staff know that I'm a certified sommelier. My wife and I are both sommeliers, which is we're wine educators. My wife has a little side business, and we do consultation with restaurants and front and the back of the house, that kind of thing. And I guess the other thing is I'm a passionate cook. My first job when I came back to this country, I grew up in England, my father being in the Air Force, but I was working my way through the hats, is what it's called. In a French kitchen, your rank is determined by the height of your hat, whether you know that or not. So I was working my way through, and I found that I really had a great passion for things. But then we got a new chef, and he and I didn't see eye to eye, and as a consequence, I lost my desire to work there, and I just went on to other things. Of course, ADHD would demand nothing less. But I never lost that passion, and every year, my wife and I, for the past 25 years, have had a New Year's Eve black tie, sit-down, multi-course. This last one was for 18 people, and we had 8 courses, and I do all the cooking. And it's usually something gourmet and something off the wall, but every one of them is themed. I do the cooking, my wife does the wine pairings and all of the decor. So I guess if that's interesting, there.